Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Do re mi. All right. Sweet. What's up, y'all? We're gonna be coloring Conquest today, and also my YouTube is up. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Yeah. All right, sweet. All right. Here's the sketch. I did this, of course. Did this, of course, off camera. I actually did it a few days ago. It was already ready, but I had stuff to do, so I didn't have the time to stream it. So, coloring it now. I thought I missed it. No, you didn't. You're actually just in time. Just in time. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to just get my stuff ready, you know. Let's just start adding our color. All right. Nice. Let me just add in my grays. Ella, I've been waiting for you. Hey, what's up? What's up, Kayla? Welcome to the live stream. Talking to my YouTube chat, y'all. All right, let me get my things, because I cannot be messing around. Otherwise, I'm gonna get my eyes gonna get bad. I keep my eyes safe. You know what I'm saying? I be on the screen a lot. You know. So yeah. Let's get the coloring down. I'm gonna start doing the shading now. Sweetness. All right. So how's everyone doing? Welcome to another stream. You know, we do these coloring streams. Today we're doing Invincible characters. Well, we've been doing Invincible characters for the past couple of weeks. Streaming Invincible characters and taking requests, different characters, all that other stuff. So, this is our next character we have in line, which is Conquest. Let me know if you guys are actually watching Invincible, because I know I am. I just finished watching the episode that came out today, actually. It came out today. And it was alright. Finally get to see some more of the, it felt like a more, it wasn't really a filler, but it felt like a filler. But it was a pretty good episode. So yeah, we're gonna get this Conquest drawing done, and then later on, if you guys do stick around, we're gonna start drawing the Anissa sketch. I'm gonna sketch the Anissa drawing on live. Why the heck not? Depends on how long I stay though. So you might miss it if you leave, but of course, feel free to come and go as you please. Alright, let's get down these shadows. And yeah, we should be dandy. What's good? Hey, what's good? Welcome to the live stream. For everyone who's wondering, if you guys hear me talking to people you don't see, I also have I'm streaming on 2 platforms. So there's some people on one, people on the other. So I'll be going back and forth between y'all. So yeah. I'm streaming on TikTok for my YouTubers. I'm on TikTok streaming. So they're getting like the POV of my hands and stuff. On YouTube, you get the full HD screening of the drawing. You know. I've been following you since you started TikTok. This is my first I've seen. My first live I've seen. Really? I've been going live a lot recently. I used to do a lot more back then, actually. Trying to get back into it, actually. So yeah, I'm glad that you can catch a live stream from your boy. You know, I'm trying to make it into a habit. It's hard to be consistent with streaming, but I told myself that if I just do it when I'm not prepared, like just do it, you know, impromptu streams, and just kind of jump into it, it'll make it easier to just start doing it more often, you know, instead of having to like constantly, oh, I'm gonna set this up and this. I'm just like, no, I'm just hop into it, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna raw dog this joint, and hopefully it's alright. That's my new approach. It's making it easier to be consistent, though. You know. Let's get it. You drawing Conquest? Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Conquest. It was recommended in the chat, and I told myself I'm gonna do it. You know, we're actually gonna have a couple of things we're gonna do today, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow. I might be able to, but we'll see. We're gonna start the Anissa sketch, and then we're gonna do another vote for the characters coming after Anissa. So we're gonna do. We'll probably do. I don't know. We'll do. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out, but I think we'll do like a live vote, or I'll put it in the community tab. Either way, it's still gonna be another vote coming probably today. I'm drawing while watching because I'm bored. That's what's up. Hey, I love when y'all say you're drawing along with me. It's like we're having a little drawing party and just chilling. That's what's up. But yeah. Let me get down these shadows first. And yeah. But who's your if you guys are watching Invincible, for those who are watching it, who's your favorite character so far? Like, who's the character you want to see more of, and who's a character that you guys can't stand? Give me two characters. One character you guys love and want to see more of, and one you guys can't stand. I got mine. I'll let y'all go first, though. I'll let y'all go first. Oliver and Powerplex, that's what's up. By the way, brother, where do you do votes? I do voting on my TikTok community board, and I also do voting on, well, I can probably do a live vote here, but most of the votes are on the TikTok community board, so sometimes they're not live. If you guys want to vote, you know, when I'm not live, then you can be on the board and just join the community. It's free to join. All you gotta do is press the join button, and then you're in. And you can see like all the votes that we do for characters. Makes it easy for everyone to pick a character for everyone, you know. But I can also do a vote on YouTube, a poll on YouTube as well. So let me do something like this. Sweet. All right. want this to be in light, so I'm gonna keep that. Who are you drawing? I'm drawing Conquest. He's a character from Invincible. Let me get down these. I want to have some shadow right here as well. I can't stand this. I have multiple favorite characters, but mostly their Mark and Tech Jacket. You know, I actually am excited to see Tech Jacket in the show. People are saying that they gender swapped him. Has that been confirmed? I don't know if has that been confirmed. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. It's just a rumor. And people are getting mad about it. I don't even know if it's true or not. I feel like people are just making up assumptions. It's like we gotta wait and see first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Tech Jacket is a dope character, and Mark, of course, fan favorite, and Adam Eve. You can't go wrong with Adam Eve. It's not gender swap. The voice actor is a woman, but most male characters are voiced by female voice actors. That is true. A lot of females do voice male characters, but mostly they're like for little kids. I don't know how Tech Jacket is. But I guess we'll just have to see. You never know. You know, I can understand the frustration, but I don't think it's that deep. You know. But Tech Jacket does have their own standalone comic book, you know. So I guess that's kind of where I think that's where like the upset people come from. Is because since they have their own comic book and everything, they're already established. Swapping their gender kind of makes no sense. They're not like a minor character, because they gender swapped the characters before. They gender swapped Shrinking Ray, because Shrinking Ray in the comics was a guy. I think there's somebody else too. Barry W. Squares. Thank you so much, Kayla. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's get done most of these. Nice. Might cut that off as well. I don't know if it's also confirmed or not, but I don't mind if he's gender swapped. But there are there are certain panels in the comic where he needs to be a male for them to adapt it in the animation. I can see that. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, if they are if he is gender swapped, then they're gonna have to probably rewrite a lot of things, like rework the character to match or make sense. But again, I don't feel like it's the worst thing in the world to do. It's gonna be a little different though. It's a little different. Alright, I'm gonna get this. It's gonna be highlighted. I want that to be all in shadow. This is gonna be in shadow. Sweet. Will this work? Let's see. I'll do the inside shadows first. I knew that would happen. Little gaps here and there. Okay, yeah, I knew that's gonna be the case. This dude looks vicious right now. I really tried to capture that like snarl he does, that like grin of like just pure, this like evilness and greed and just heartlessness. Try to really capture that and this grin. Hope I captured it well. You know. Let me try and get some of these done. I'll read some of the comments in a second. Some of y'all type in some long sentences. So give me a second. Alrighty. I'm missing a gap somewhere. Oh yeah, I knew it. Right here. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Yeah, right there. Gotta make sure there's no gaps. Still a gap, it's okay. Oh, I'm tripping. That's why my thing is, my select there is still on. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the outline, which I'm gonna pretty much just rush this because you can just clip it and then it will all fall in place. As long as I have that boxed in, it should be fine. It should be fine. Thank you for the love on TikTok though. Thank you for the hearts. I see them. I do see them. They are wonderful. Thank you so much. Alright. This is gonna be in shadow. This is gonna be in shadow as well. Make sure I get all of that done. Fill that negative space in. And of course we could take away as we need to. I want this also to be in shadow. Hold on. This. Show the flow in the hair. Like I just don't care. Shut the floor in the head. There's a gap out here. I knew that, haha. There we go. Now we're blocking everything in. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Alright, now we got like the shadows all blocked. Gonna clip it. And that's what we're gonna do there. Alright. Let's read some comments. I gotta scroll back up, y'all, because the chat's going by quick. Hold up. Alright, here we go. How often do you go live? Well, recently I've been going live at least, a few times a week. I don't have a schedule though. Like, I kind of just live whenever I have time, because I usually just gotta find time in between my day to like sit down and live stream. So yeah, but I've been doing pretty good. I've been going live pretty much every single day so far. I missed I think 2 days. So yeah, I've just been saying I go live weekly for the most part. What else we got? When it comes to coloring, how do you tell based on the lighting on how to shade and what colors to use for the specific person or character created? Good question. So when it comes to my shading process, you have to understand form. Basically, what's form. So I'll give you like a quick demo. Right here we have a circle. Right now, this circle by itself is just a circle. Oops, I hit my camera. By itself, it's just a flat circle. Okay, but once I go ahead and I add form and lower the opacity, now it has some depth. Okay, that's the shadow. So now it went from a circle to a sphere or a ball. That was 3-dimensional. Okay, now this circle that was once flat is 3D. So basically, knowing how to shade these shapes to make them pop out in 3 dimensions is how you shade the anatomy as well. And if you learn how to draw these shapes, put them all together, and you shade them as so, you know where to lay out all these shadows pretty much, So that's why I'm always telling y'all to learn how to draw or learn how to color shapes. Because all Conquest, like this drawing right here, he's just a bunch of shapes all mushed together, one brolic old man, right? But because I understand these shapes, I know where to add these lightings, or add the shadows. And once it takes some time and some practice. You gotta hone your skills a little bit to get to a point where it's easy for y'all. But eventually, it'll become easy to know where these shadows go. Like right here. Something back here, and also know which way the light's coming from. You feel me? So right now there's going to be shadows on both his sides because the light is in front of him. So that means all the gray areas is the light hitting, all the blue areas is the shadows because he's making him 3-dimensional. So all the blue is shadows, all the gray is light. Because the light is in front of him, the shadows are on the sides. If the light was on this side of the screen, all the shadows will be on the left side of him, and vice versa, So you gotta learn those little things, those little techniques, in order to understand how to shade your characters and stuff like that. So that takes time. Let's see what else you got. The shadows are in Anatomy Refresher. Sometimes I spot anatomy mistakes in webtoon series, and it makes me happy. Even though it's not my profession anymore, so basically useless knowledge to me right now. I mean, listen, every artist makes mistakes, even professionals. I definitely do, but it's okay. That's the charm in it. I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a mistake there, because that's how you know it's made by humans. That's how you know it's authentic. And as long as the you know, they're not blatantly weird, like you can tell AI mistakes because they're just so disgustingly like horrible looking. They look creepy, the mistakes that AI makes. But human mistakes are like subtle, you know, like they might shape the muscle wrong or something like that. Little things like that. Really just depends, you know. Like if they gender swapped him, sorry, like if they gender swapped him, it won't be bad. Like they'll just add another baddie to the show. Talking about Tech Jacket, yeah. If they did gender swap Tech Jacket, I won't even lie. If they do gender swap Tech Jacket, could be a baddie. You know what I'm saying? They might be on the roster with Adam Eve and a Shrinking Ray and of course Debbie. You know, he could be up there. Never know. Everyone's saying, look, if they're gonna just swap him, make sure he bad. I'm like, all right, that's fair. That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. And you watch Invincible, it's too peak. Yeah, it is. It is. All right. Honestly, probably one of my favorite shows is out right now. I was so hyped when I finally found out it was coming out because I thought we were going to have to wait a little longer. But they're doing like yearly releases right now. They're on a roll. Yearly releases is crazy. You know. I'm gonna get back to the drawing real quick. I'll answer some more questions in a second. Let me just focus and lock in for just a little bit. So yeah. All right. So most of these shadows. Hold on. Most of these shadows are done for the most part. I want to have some of the kind of like curve like underneath this, like a belt thing. So we have something like that. Have some shadows right here to kind of pop. And yeah, there we go. I just realized this whole leg is in shadow. I messed up on here. I gotta delete some of that light. Oh, actually, yeah, there we go. So I want that in light. I want this to be in light, and I want this to be in light, and I want this to be in light. There we go. See, glad I caught that. Let me erase some of these lights actually, because they're not all needed. Just a few is needed. I might have, because I want a little bit of shadow, just a little bit, to be right here. I'm gonna blend most of this in. It's gonna be mostly smooth shadow, but it's still gonna have some, you know, just a little bit. There we go. And that's gonna probably be like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Put it on multiply. Now I'm gonna add in my flats. Now Conquest's color palette, pretty plain. He just has those standard white Viltrumite get up, white and light gray. So I'm gonna just start blocking in that. Yo, can you draw drag? Sure. My goal is to draw everybody. You know, I'm doing like a little marathon thing, a little marathon for Invincible characters. So we can there's definitely room for drag in there. I'm gonna put him in today's poll actually, and if he wins, we can do him next. So why the heck not? Yeah, definitely down for that. Let me outline. Actually, because this is already kind of like light, I'm gonna just like do it like this because I want the grays and the whites to kind of mix together. So I think doing it like this is actually better. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do this way. Just make it a little stronger though. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll do this instead. Get those grays going. And yeah, I'll be back to you. I'll get back to you in a second. I want these boots. These boots. Get some of that. Nice. Nice. I call that. Nice. Okay. Let me stop being an idiot. I'm gonna get down this belt thing. And yeah. I just fill that in. Oh no, I don't want any of the gray to pop out. So there we go. And his skin. I'll do this manually. Let's do his fist. His fist of fury. Yo, I love your tutorial. Thank you so much, Pearls. Thank you, Pearls. Much love to you. I love that you love them. I love that you love them. All right. Let's get down this head. Your shorts are kind of sus? What you mean by sus? They're pretty normal in my opinion. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Alright, let's get some questions done. Let's see. Alright. Like the colors itself is a major problem, especially when it comes to different... Oh, I peeped the shadow work. I might have to definitely learn this. Yeah, definitely recommend it. I should have paid attention in art class. Base fundamentals, yeah. See, it all goes back to the basics. What was the basic? It goes to the basic shapes, all that stuff. By the way, bro, how many Invincible characters did you draw until now? So I drew Mark and Eve. I'm gonna do them again. I want them to have their own standalone photo, but I actually drew them together. So I guess that's 2 characters down. I drew Amber. That's 3. I drew what's her name? Damn it, I just forgot her name that quickly. Ursula. I drew Ursula. That's 4. And now we do Conquest. That's 5. Technically speaking, I did Alan the Alien too, and I did Oliver, so that would be 7. But I did them a while ago. Like I think I did that I did that a while ago. So technically, oh no, I did Battle Beast too. I did Battle Beast. Yes, I did Battle Beast too. So technically, I got 6 characters plus the ones I did before, which are like a little bit older, which is Alan the Alien and Oliver. So I did a total of 8, and it's 8 characters. I did a total of 8 characters from Invincible. So yeah. Someone says Conquest can get it. Well, he is really lonely. He is a lonely man, so he might like your company. Let's see. I'm going back to the basics, like point perspective, learning angles, many shapes. Yes. Author says, "Is this Ibis Paint?" Yes, yes it is. I do use Ibis Paint. Ibis Paint. I say Ibis. People be like, "It's IBS." I'm like, what? No, it's Ibis. Ibis Paint. But yes, I do use that program. It's probably my favorite one, honestly. Like I can't name a program that is like, at least not for the iPad. There are different programs for different devices. When it comes to the iPad, this is my go-to. Um, he has a golden gauntlet. I'm actually gonna use my own gold color for his gauntlet because the one in the show is kind of dull. I really want his gauntlet to like really pop because like, he has so many like his color palette is so muted. It's so like gray and everything else like that. It's nothing really crazy. The gauntlet's the only thing that really sticks out. So I want the gauntlet to be a little bit more of a brighter gold color. So I want you. I'm gonna diverge from the color palette on the show and make this gold really pop. This golden gauntlet. This infinity gauntlet. No, it's not Thanos' gauntlet. It's actually not even a gauntlet. It's a whole arm because he's missing an arm. So I guess it's not technically a gauntlet. Gauntlets are like a glove. This is like a whole like arm, robotic arm. But I guess it counts as one. I'm not sure what you would call it. Just a prosthetic. Yeah. Gold prosthetic. His new one is gray. Yeah, I know. The new one is gray, which is like. I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is, you know. I guess if they wanted to. I think the gold is what like made the character design pop out more. Let me tone it down a little bit though. Let me find the right gold that matches him best. Yeah, I want something like that's too much. I'm gonna go more, yeah, more on that realm. Let us begin. There's like a blue inside. I'm gonna go like that actually. Sweetness, sweetness, sweetness. Okay, so. Alright, now we can do the hair. Good thing is that the hair is gray too, so I probably don't have to change that up. Eyebrows, I want the eyebrows to be a little darker. I don't know, it's something I just do a lot. I make the eyebrows a little darker to add contrast. You know, it's just something I do. So yeah. AI summary says, drawing an Infinity Gauntlet for a character marathon. Ask for drawing tips. Man, I'm not gonna lie, the AI summary is unreliable. Don't listen to it. It's trying his best, but it's just not the best summary person. Actually, I made the mustache the same color as this. There we go. And his teeth are actually yellowish because he doesn't brush. So I'm gonna go like with an off-white yellow. There we go. Really want to add that definition that he's just a monstrous man who wants to hurt people. Gotta emphasize that a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Was anybody else scared when he was fighting Eve? And that one scene, I don't want to spoil it for those who didn't see it, but did you guys get a little nervous? I was like, oh my god, no, they didn't do this. Because he did Eve dirty, bro. But then she got her get back, so it evened out. It evened out. Technically speaking, Eve beat Conquest. Because Mark was getting his hiney whooped. Mark was getting his hiney whooped. I love using the iPad to color with the pencil to be smooth like butter on a hot hand. Yeah. No, because sadly I watched the comics, so I knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, I knew it happened in the comics too, but I for some reason I still got nervous because I was like, what if they like diverge from the comic books and like change the storyline? But then I was like, nah, they're good. That's good. But for the most part, it's been a good adaptation. Pretty faithful. Alright. We have our flats. Y'all, here's he looking vicious. I kind of like it. Hold up. This is kind of tight. This is kind of tight. Hold up. this is kind of tight. Alright. I wish Cecil wasn't stupid to think a 400-ton box could contain Conquest. Bro. When Conquest broke out without any effort, Cecil, his face dropped. He knew he effed up. And I was laughing as soon as Conquest got out because it's like, what did you think was going to happen? This dude can destroy a planet by himself. Hold on. Let me say that to you again. He can destroy a planet by himself. And you thought that a box would contain him. I'm so tired of Cecil doing dumb stuff. The thing is, he's a smart guy. So I was kind of surprised that he did something that dumb. You know what I'm saying? It was just so like, really, bro? Like that was an L. That was an L. If I ever seen one. Cause like what do you think was gonna happen? It's crazy. Like there's a reason why they send only one Viltrumite to each planet. You know? But it is what it is. He's out. And yeah. I hope Mark finds out. I really hope that Mark finds out. And honestly, he needs to do something. He needs to scare Cecil pretty bad. I don't know. I want him to kill him. I like Cecil. He's a cool character. But he's so irresponsible sometimes that it's like, oh my goodness, is he serious? Did he actually think that was a good idea? That's crazy. Like, Conquest broke out like it was a freaking wet cardboard box. Like, it was a wet cardboard box. He just walked right out of it. He didn't even try. I was like, dang. And that was a hurt. That was a hurt and not fully healed Conquest. Think about that, y'all. That wasn't even Conquest at his prime. He was just a hurt. He was still healing, and he still broke out that easily. I'm like, yeah, y'all screwed. Y'all screwed up. I think Conquest himself was confused about that part too. Like, huh? He was like, what am I doing here? Am I in? And this is some kind of weird bed, and just got out. Like, what? He was surprised he was alive. That's crazy. Like, he thought that he was dead. He was like, he left me alive. That was a mistake. Big mistake. And I just know Mark is gonna crash out on Cecil as soon as he finds out, because he still doesn't know. Like, still right now he doesn't know that Conquest is even alive. He thinks that he's dead. My only thing is, what was Cecil's plan? Let's say it did go well. What was his plan? He was gonna try and like convince Conquest to join their side. Like, that's something he would do. Like, what was your plan, Cecil? You're not gonna try to convince him to join you. Like, that's not how it works. It was a dumb plan from the start. Even if it did work, let's say he did find a way to trap Conquest. He's not gonna do nothing. Cause like Cecil likes to like rehabilitate villains. He likes to like give villains a second chance and make them work for him. They're not gonna, he's not gonna fall. He's not gonna do that. Even if you did find a way to keep him contained. So I don't know what his plan was, but hey, he's out. And Cecil's screwed. He was gonna ask him about the Viltrum Empire. Well, I know that, but Conquest wasn't gonna tell him anything. Even if he did ask him about Viltrum, he wasn't gonna say nothing. Like, he's not the kind of person you could just ask questions. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there had to be like another plan he had, because questioning him wasn't gonna work even if he did find a way to contain him. But anyways, I'm so lonely, Mark. He was gonna talk to Conquest and to reveal everything about the Empire. Like I said, I know that was his, like, his first plan, but like, he wasn't gonna get nothing out of Conquest. All right, we got the shadows pretty much done. I'm gonna start. Well, actually, I'm gonna take some of this away first. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna have a little blood right there. There we go. Nice. Nice. And I'm gonna add the highlights now. It's 6:15. Oh, I gotta do something real quick. I gotta leave soon. Hold on. I forgot to know how much time I had left. Dang it. I'm gonna try to get the majority of this done, though. I still got a little bit of time. Let's get this. I'm gonna have that done. Oh, wait, no. Make that gold pop out. Okay, AI summary. They got it right this time. The AI summary says, discussing the failed plan to contain Conquest from the comics. They're getting better. They're getting better. Alright, I'm gonna get all this gray. What is all this gray? So I want to try and get this to be more of a how do you say it? Less of a blue color. Okay. Each day, we get closer to possibly seeing an interaction between Omni-Man and Paul. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see how that goes. I want to see his reaction to Debbie moving on, and I also want to see what he's going to say to Paul. What we do know is that he's at Mark's house right now, because at the end of this episode, he showed up at Mark's house. I hope that wasn't a spoiler. My bad, y'all. I probably should have told you guys, but yeah, Omni-Man shows up to Mark's house in this new episode that came out just now. So we might see an interaction. You never know. We might get an interaction between them sooner than we thought, or they might just leave immediately and not even go inside. Most likely that option. Dang it. Oops. At the camera again. His face fell off in the end. Wait. What are you talking about? Lord X. Are you sure? Sure about what? His face looks stretched. Watch the scene again, specifically the nose. Yeah, I'm gonna look back. I usually watch the episodes twice anyway. I didn't notice that. Alright. Use highlights right here. And I'm going to get the flat brush. Oh wait, no. Is this the round brush? Okay, yeah, the round brush is what I wanted to say. Crap. Paint this in. Cam King, what's up? So happy to see you doing Conquest after Battle Beast, two of my favorite characters in the show. Yes, sir. Yeah, I became a fan of Conquest. Like, I saw him in the comics, but that fight made him even more cool. That was probably that's still the best fight in the show. I don't think there's anything that can top it. Hopefully this season has a fight that can at least compete, but it's gonna be pretty hard to get a fight that's like as good as the Conquest and Mark fight. And I think the only fight, here's my opinion. The only fight that can probably beat like the Conquest and Invincible fight between these two characters is if they animate the fight between Battle Beast and Thrag. That's probably the only fight that can compete that they can do in the show that can make this one feel, you know. That's the only fight. I'm waiting for that fight, low key. They can't mess it up, bro. They better put all the budget they got left into the Thrag and Battle Beast fight. If they don't do that, I'm gonna be so tight, bro. Oh my gosh. Literally. I'm like, I don't know if they can. That's the only fight they can even compete, bro. That's the only one that might beat the Conquest fight. If they get this wrong, though, it's gonna be top. Still gonna be the top. Just get these highlights. I want to have. There we go. Bro said, I don't care if they have slideshow presentations for the rest of the show. I need that fight to be beautiful. Honestly, that has to be peak. I'm telling you, if they don't do it, if they don't put the same or even more budget into that fight that they did with Conquest and Mark, I'm gonna be so mad. They can't ruin this one. Come on, anime. You guys got one job, and I'm trusting y'all. I'm trusting y'all. Alright, let's get some of these shadows smoothed out. The blending is chef's kiss. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me get this. I'm gonna pull up on pull up to Prime if it don't look as good as the or better than the Conquest fight. Yo, for real. I'm gonna have to work with Prime CEO. Like, listen, we know that you're not paying these animators enough to like put work into this. Give them more money, or I'm going to crash out, honestly, on your whole company. I'm flipping tables over. Okay? I'm flipping tables over. I'm going to people's houses. I'm pulling up. Drop your address. The one thing I'll say that's fair about the animation is that we get the show yearly. So that's a plus at least. You know what? That's fair, you know. They are sacrificing quality for more quantity and less time waiting. I do feel like, if I'm being real honest with you, like all jokes aside, I feel like a lot of shows fall off because they take too long to release seasons, right? So, for example, I'll use this example for myself. Let's talk about Wednesday, the Netflix show Wednesday. They took so long to get another season out that it wasn't even like worth it to watch it anymore. It was like, okay, we don't really care anymore, you know? Sometimes they take too long to release shows and then people lose interest in the show. So I think that they understood that and they said, all right, y'all, we got to sacrifice some quality so that people are not waiting 4 years for another season, you know? So that's one thing I do think they took in consideration is people, they don't want the show to fall off because there's too much time gaps in between seasons, which I understand, you know? Besides, animation takes way longer than like actual live action TV shows, so they have more of an excuse than like others, you know, stuff. But again, TV shows be taking way too long, and then people lose interest in them, and they fall off, and then they do bad in ratings. So they're like, all right. So I think that's why they decide to take the you know, the quantity over quality route when it comes to this show, at least. Even though people are complaining about it because the comic books are peak, and they want the show to hold up to the comics, but it's never gonna do that, you know. If you guys want to see beautiful art, read the comics. If you guys want to see a moving adaptation of the comics, watch the show, you know, or just do both like I'm doing. I'm doing both because the artwork is never going to the show is never going to live up to the artwork in the actual comic book. It's just not going to do it, you know. It's not going to happen. And if people want that, they have to sacrifice waiting a long time for seasons, you know. So it's a pick your poison kind of situation. It's like choose which one you would rather, you know. Would you rather a beautiful show and less seasons, or more seasons and less, you know, okay animation? Because it's not trash. It's just okay. It's average animation. That's my whole take on the Invincible comics and TV show stuff. That's just my whole takeaway. You know, they put the money into where it's needed. I think they put the money into where they think it's most important. Like that fight between Conquest was significant, so they put a lot of money into that. So I think that's why they do this kind of like, you know, I'm not gonna say half-ass animation because it's not like atrocious to look at, but you can tell that it's like they're taking a lot of shortcuts. You can tell. How old are you? 23. I missed a couple of comments. Let me scroll back up and see if I can find any. I couldn't even imagine Invincible as a live action series like The Boys. I couldn't even imagine Invincible as a live action series. I feel like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I feel like if they did do a live action, it would be, they would have to do something in order to, like, I don't know, like, it would have to be more mature. I mean, it's already mature in my opinion, but like, I don't know, they're gonna have to do a little bit more darker things, to make it like more serious. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but the cartoon, I think it looks better as a cartoon. I think that's the truth. I think it does work better as a cartoon. It's kind of like, for example, Avatar: The Last Airbender. We all know that they have a live action, right? I still think, even though there's a live action of Avatar, it's still better as an animation. I don't know why they're so gung-ho about making Avatar into a live action series, but they did it, and as you can see, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I'm not like looking forward to it. I'm not like, oh, Avatar's coming out with live action. No, I'm not like that. So I feel like that's probably how Invincible is. Invincible is kind of like, they can do it. It can be alright, but it's not going to be the animation, you know? In my opinion, if they're going to do like transform cartoons into live actions, it's got to make sense. Otherwise, just give us more cartoons. Like, we'd rather have more cartoons than just live actions all the time. Like, I still don't know why they want to make Avatar live action. I don't understand it. Like, what's the reason? Just because you want it to be real? I don't know. But Avatar works best as a cartoon. There's so many weird animals in there. You got CGI, these huge, like, it's a really chaotic and, you know, adventurous show. So making live action, it's gonna look a little bit cheesy, just a little bit. All right, y'all. I have to leave a little bit early, but the Conquest drawing is pretty much done. The majority of it is colored. I might do some more blending here and there off camera, but for the most part, here is what we got. You know? Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like it. You know? I enjoy coloring with you guys. I will be back. I thought I would have more time to do a Nissa. I'm sorry about that. I thought I would have more time, but I'm getting some text right now. I need to pick somebody up. They're waiting for me, so I do gotta head out a little bit early. But I promise you guys, the next live, I will be drawing a Nissa, and I'm probably gonna do a vote today. So yeah. So this is and this is next live, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna have time to do her today, but I was like, dang it. I underestimated how much time I had left. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the Conquest drawing. Here's your boy. If you guys want to see these posted, I'll be posting them not immediately, but they'll be on Instagram eventually. So follow my Instagram, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, follow the community tab. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Love y'all. Peace. And also to my YouTube. I'll see y'all. You guys take care as well. I will see y'all next time. Oh my god, my camera's all dark. Y'all can't even see me. Oh, that's funny. All right.